So the warden just handed over the investigation report?
Yeah, with a little sweet talking from Joe. Hey, Jesse, can you look into everything you can on outside resources for me?
Outside resources?
Prisoners' friends and family on the outside.
Yeah, gotcha.
Nice.
Hey.
Hey.
I had a chance to review David Aziz's autopsy and talk to the coroner. As per the initial report, he died of traumatic cardiac injury. Here, I'll show you the weapon. Sharp, thin blade, about 5 inches long. Blood matches David's and the weapon matches the wound. There were also multiple bruises on David's torso.
That wasn't in the investigation report.
They were sustained before the fight, about 12 hours earlier.
If it was at 2 p.m., 12 hours before that, he would have still been locked in his cell.
I don't suppose there are any cameras in the laundry room?
Our system's been down. We've been having some trouble getting it replaced.
What about phone and video logs?
Sure, I can get you those.
Great.
Okay, so here are the guys that were in the fight when David was killed. This is Vic Mason. He's 15 years into a stretch for homicide. And Walt Larson, he's halfway through a 7-year stretch for aggravated assault.
Both leaders. We normally keep them separated, but Walt slipped some cash to a guard to look the other way when he went into the laundry room. Yes, that guard has been suspended.
Who's this guy, Parker Colson?
Parker was a friend of David's. Anxious type. Not violent as far as I know.
David have a cellmate?
Yes, Vic Mason. Why?
It appears he was beaten the night before he was killed.
Yeah, presumably while he was locked in this cell.
So if Vic had a problem with David, perhaps this fight gave him an opportunity.
There is something else. I don't know if it's relevant, but David had requested a meeting with me.
Is that unusual?
Normally, inmates just talk to the correction officers, and my officers keep me up to date.
Maybe he wanted to report something?
After last month's overdose, I had asked the inmates for information about the drug trade. No one's come forward.
Wouldn't that be snitching?
Well, that could be the motive.
Maybe his moral code dictated that whatever he had to say was important enough to take the risk.
Which leaves us with the question of what he knew.
Unfortunately, if that's why he was killed, his death would just emphasize to everyone else there the danger of talking.
Those witnesses, they're never going to talk to you, but they may talk to one of their own.
You want to plan a snitch?
No. No, jailhouse snitches are notoriously unreliable.
No, not a snitch. Me.
No.
Charlie, how many inmates have been placed into Deer Lake Correctional by you and Rex?
So we transfer them out.
That's just about maintaining cover. I couldn't possibly guarantee your safety on the inside.
I'll take the risk. You give me access, and I'll find out who killed David.
Absolutely not.
I'll also find out how drugs are getting inside your prison.
What about Rex? You can't just walk in there with him.
No, I can't.